Hey, how you doing, Joshua? Yep, we're live. And like the title says, life goes on, mate. NVM. What's that, Joshua? I don't think I've seen that before. Yeah, it was a bit of an impromptu stream. Sitting around, it was hot. Just got back from the shops. Uh, what's NVM? Oh, never mind. uh, so, how you been, mate? I seen you jump onto another live stream the other day. Starting to see you around a little bit more. Yep, no worries. Thanks for that. You have to get used to uh, my stupid questions. It's all new to me. How you doing, Trusty? Um, okay, depending on what the topic is, I don't want to use this like the other guys and just just bash people. But if you're discussing a particular topic, that's fine. But throw it out there. Yeah, it's good to do, Joshua. How you doing, bummer? Linda, how you doing? Yeah, life does go on. No, that's all right, Trusty. Just throw it out there. Actually, Trusty, we better get you a wrench before we get people timing you out. Let's see. Oh, we got the white wheel of death. No, out for a while. Got up this morning. Um, did some shopping. I'm in South Australia. Probably 10 minutes out of Adelaide. Yeah, Adelaide's is a small city compared to some of the others in Australia. Okay, Trusty, that's up to you. But it is a very pretty city. You have the River Torrens running through it. But like I said, it's very small compared to, say, Melbourne, Brisbane, Sydney, Perth, which has grown immensely over the last 15 odd years with mining. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, we used to have the Grand Prix here. We have the Tour de Adelaide with the cyclist. Linda just drinks because it's a hot day, so I wanted to stock up, make sure I have plenty of cold drinks in the fridge. Um, Adelaide, they call it the festival state. Yeah, it is a nice city, Linda. You don't have the traffic problems that you do in a lot of other major cities. Designed by Colonel Light, so everything's in a big square. Australia is actually bigger than the US. Um, if you For the US to be bigger than Australia, you'd have to include the landmass of, say, Alaska. But without Alaska, Australia is bigger. We have a population of, I think, 23, 24 million. I think from memory, you guys are up around that 300 million. I remember flying out of Los Angeles at night from LAX, and I just couldn't believe, like, as high as we got, I just couldn't see the end of the Los Angeles. It just went on and on and on, massive. Yeah, they have they have the music festival. Very arty farty Adelaide. About that 300. Yeah, it is. I think it's around the 300 trustee, which is, that's mind-boggling uh, to Australians, I guess. But you got to remember, you guys have got so many places to live. We don't. A lot of the interior of Australia is pretty barren, desert. Um, all our major cities are along the coastline. No, no, Adelaide's definitely not a snobby place. It's actually pretty friendly, but they've tried to make it like a lots of arts festivals and things like that. Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know how it goes these days, but when I was at school, they always taught us that Australia is the driest continent on Earth, and South Australia is the driest state. But we do have water. It doesn't seem to be an issue. Art themes. Well, the Festival Theatre does lots of. I guess you guys would call them like Broadway type shows. They have lots of theatre there, music festivals. Um, they have food. Um, you name it, they'll do it. I'm just trying to think. There's a festival here around March. I can't think, but they have like comedy acts and all that sort of thing. Yeah, I guess because it's bigger, Linda. So everything there is bigger. Actually, bummer. I reckon it's Sydney has the gay Mardi Gras, not here. And before you ask, no, never been. Um, well, for me, it used to be the Grand Prix. I used to love that. We had that from 85 to 95. And then we got the V8 supercars here. And I don't mind watching them. The music festivals are okay. I'm not much into going to sing in theatre, and that's not really my thing. I guess one of the really cool things, I guess, about Australia is that we're very multicultural. So, you know, especially when it comes to the food festival type things, you know, you get every type of cuisine, and that's just normal too in Adelaide. You know, Chinese to Thai to Italian to Greek um, to Middle Eastern food. Yeah, although Joshua, they've come down really hard on that. Um, yeah, actually, Bummer, there is. We have quite a big Asian population, and that's happened, I guess, from the 70s when there was a big influx of Vietnamese. Uh, these days, I guess you got a lot of Thai, a lot of Philippines, mainly because they've married Australians, um, Chinese, and lots of Asian students. Yeah, Joshua, you do a burnout now. You can get yourself in big trouble. They can take your car off you for a certain amount of time. Um, but I think that's all states are sort of cracking down on that. I'm pretty sure. Um, yeah, yeah, and the good-looking Bummer. I'm pretty sure it was. Oh, what's his name? The English Formula One driver. He got done for doing a burnout at one of the races here in Australia. But Australia is very multicultural. Um, it's kind of funny. Yeah, Lewis Hamilton. Yeah, he got done for it here. What you find is when we first get, say, when the Vietnamese first come to Australia, yeah, that's him, Linda. Um, they would stick to themselves, and they would all live in the same area. But now that's sort of spread out, and it happened with the Italians and the Greeks as well. When it comes to the road law, it's got ridiculous here, Bummer. Um, a lot of people here complain that it's just money grabbing on the side of the government, but yeah, I mean, I don't agree with some of their laws. I mean, you spin your wheels a little bit. I don't see a big deal, but I guess these days you got so many of these. I don't know if you'd call them liberals. You guys over there probably would, but people that are saying, "Oh no, you're just putting shit in the air," and you know, but they do crack down on it. They call them hoon laws. I'd hate to grow up as a 16-year-old, 17-year-old getting a license. No, taxes aren't too bad. Uh, but like, anyway, you can always complain. We do now have a GST, um, which I think's around that 10% on all on products and that. But it's not too bad. Yeah, yeah, Joshua, that's a really good way to put it. Australia is a melting pot, um, and I don't want to get too controversial, but I love the fact that we are a melting pot. I just have an issue in this day and age of bringing some of the people that we do from the Middle East because uh, they just don't fit into, or they don't want to fit into our culture. They want to bring, like we got people from the Middle East now who want to bring Sharia law into Australia, which is just ludicrous. If you want Sharia law, stay where you are. You know, I'm all for bringing anyone here that wants to uh, melt into our culture. Um, I don't want people coming here and trying to change the culture or bringing their culture and dominating over everyone else's. I'm getting messages here. Hey, Roger, how you doing? Uh, yeah, Joshua. You know, I mean, I don't. I've met some and have some people who are Muslims who are friends, and I guess the difference with them is that they're not extremist. No, not really, Bummer. Not really. Yeah, mainly because like my son will he'll either ring me or send me a message, or I've got a mate that lives out in the country and he'll send me messages or want to talk. Roger, it's sun shining here, about 35 degrees. Uh, a good Adelaide day for the beach. Yeah, it's no, no singing. Um, I remember this guy owns a restaurant here in Adelaide, the Babanoosa, and I went to have dinner with him one night, and we were talking about how we have these terrorists killing in the name of Allah, and uh, and I thought I was going to get a really good argument from him, but he looked at me and he said, "If Allah wanted someone dead, he would do it himself. He doesn't need me to do it." And that changed my view. Um, I thought, well, yeah, you know, what we hear about these guys sometimes is the media putting it out there. No, not no, didn't DJ. Who are we talking to here? 28 degrees. Well, that's not that cool, Roger. Killing in the Name of. Great song. Really good song. Snapper. Yeah. Okay, how you doing, Snapper? Long time no hear, buddy. Here we go, another Aussie guys and a good guy at the same time. Um, I wouldn't say I'm a headbanger, but I I probably prefer something a little more upbeat. I grew up with the '70s heavy metal bands like Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple, Black Sabbath, Steppenwolf, Aerosmith. Hey, DR, how you doing? Gene, how you doing? But I mean, I really got into Faith No More too. Um, yeah, I grew up from a kid playing drums. Uh, in recent years, I'd bought myself a couple of guitars to teach myself. Yeah, I imagine Snapper. Are you obviously back home now, mate? Uh, yeah, I've got an Epiphone SG and a Strat copy bummer. For the most part, I play a few chords and just practice minor pentatonic scale, but nothing serious with it. Yeah, yeah, they were obscure, but definitely, like I said, awesome band. Oh, okay, Thursday night got home. Unreal. I bet you it's one of those things, Snapper. As soon as you get home, it's like you never had a holiday at all. I hate that feeling. Everyone's friends here, bummer. Oh, don't worry, Linda. I have my moments. Yes, Jean, I am single. I have been single for 3 years. Everyone in this chat knows that I am single. I was actually going to put the subject matter up in the title, to be married or to be single, which is better? Okay, bummer. All good. Yep, just friends. That's fine. Oh, yeah, Snapper with the family over there, I can imagine. It's just fine, Gene. Hey, Lefty, how you doing? Haven't seen you around much lately, Lefty. Hope you're all good, mate. I thought I'd just jump on here, put a little bit of time in. I might go um, live tonight. Um, Bummer, some of the Filipina girls use that as a another word for willy. So you got to be careful with Sweet. She might want to. She tends to want to cut everyone's talong off. Your choice to make, Sunday. I'm not sure what you're referring to, Linda. Sorry. Welcome back, then, Roger. Yeah, exactly. Bummer. But yeah, they joke around and they call it a talong. Yeah, eggplant. No, lefty. It means eggplant, but the girls use it as another word for you, Willie. Geez, Snapper. Well, you wouldn't have been lonely. Ah, see, he's in the know. Yeah, I haven't watched him in a long time, bummer. Oh, geez. Well, you're not shy, are you, Gene? Well, if you're going to troll him, that's up to you, mate. That's your business. You won't be the only one. Lots of people do. Ah, okay, yeah, okay. Um, Look, one day I will. I probably will one day. Um, but as to the question of whether it's being better as being single or married, I think married life's definitely got more pros than cons to it. That's all right, Bummer. You can troll me, mate. I've already got a couple of personal trolls. You may know them. Uh, Junior and No Nonsense. Usually on my logo or icon, it's usually one of my cars. Yeah, Lefty, of course, it's up to, yeah, up to depending on the girl that you marry. I've talked to girls. I mean, after I was married for a long time, I'm definitely not going to rush into it. You're not bad, Gene. Yeah, look, I'm sure Filipinos like to do a lot of things, Lefty. Um, we just got to remember that, you know, don't take advantage of the fact that they do like to look after their husbands. I think some guys probably, yeah, take advantage of that. But from what I've heard, and I mean, I don't know from experience, but I'm told that they do look after their families and are good at it. I don't mind it, the hot dogs. I like my gyroses, hamburgers. Yeah, well, that's fair enough, Lefty. Yeah, snapper. Um, there probably is a little bit of that, but at the same time, I do miss uh, having someone. Bacon, cheese. Yep, yeah, me too, bummer. I'll do that with bacon and cheese. Slow ride. How you doing, mate? Sometimes, Gene, I worry about you. The things you want to do to Geelong, just it's a bit of a worry. Geez, not doing too bad on the numbers. I didn't expect to have too many people on because I know it'd be getting late in the US. Uh, yeah, bummer. They have Subway, if you mean like they do the footlongs there, the sandwiches. You can get American style hot dogs, American style mustard. Uh, Gene, um, yeah, I know it means eggplant, but I know a lot of the times when you saying it, you don't mean it. These girls are your trolls. Well, enjoy it. Actually, both the ladies in here have got a sense of humor. Uh, they can throw it around with the best of you guys. Ah, was it? I didn't know Slow Ride. I actually put the title up because I'm hearing so many live shows, live streaming going on at the moment, just rebuttaling each other, and you know, I was. It's just crazy. Cobra, how you doing, Terry? Hang on, we're gonna get you a wrench, mate. Um, yeah, I was just while the title life goes on, I think until some of these guys stop with the rebuttals, it's just going to keep going on and just tit for tat. Um, it's nice to have a stream and a channel where you can avoid the drama, at least make this neutral ground for everybody. Boston, good band. I know you're referring to the city, Linda, but also a good band. I hope you're doing well anyway, Terry. Good to see you here. Actually, I haven't seen RC Dre for a couple of days. I seen he put a video out, but I haven't seen him on the stream. But then I think BK's been working. Um, the last stream I might have seen by you guys would have been you, Terry. You did one. Breakfast of Champions. For me, breakfast is the breakfast of champions would be bacon, eggs, fried tomatoes, sausages, um, all that good greasy stuff. English style breakfast, American style. Some of my favorite foods would be Italian, Mexican. Ah, David was on your live yesterday. Okay, cool. Um, Actually, slow ride, it's nice. Fried tomatoes, I like it. Yeah, that's the problem, Terry, with the time differences. A lot of times I see that you've done the stream. Uh, I'd have to be up at like 5, 6 in the morning to jump on your streams. Fried green tomatoes. Okay, over here we tend to use the ripened, red ripened tomatoes. But that would be my breakfast of champions. Oatmeal. Cereal, yeah, or toast, yeah, that's all right. But if I had my ultimate breakfast, it would be the bacon, eggs, for sure. Yeah, Terry, the time zones are crazy. Well, Joshua, Filipinas, it seems to be, yeah, yeah, Steve, yep. Um, for Philippines, it seems to be rice, rice, and rice, and rice. Yeah, I couldn't eat rice every day, let alone 3 or 4 times a day. And it's not good for you anyway. Rice is one of those foods that turns to sugar once you eat it. Yeah, he had bummer. He doesn't have a lot of charisma, I guess. Yeah, rice and more rice. That's it, guys. I just couldn't eat that much of it. Salsa and tortilla chips. Yep, that sounds good, Lefty. Hey Ed, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I can imagine Snapper. Um, I'm sure you had your fair share while you were away. Not interesting. You were there all the time, Thunder. I'm not sure, Lefty, what you're referring to, mate. Sorry. Yeah, I guess Joshua, if you get into that habit, at the end of the day, we're all creatures of habit. But there's no way. I mean, I guess if I had to, I could eat it every day, but not 3, 4 times a day. And I couldn't just eat plain rice. I'd have to have it with something. Um, Eating plain rice would very bland. Yeah, it's a shame. I mean, yeah, white rice is very popular, but the brown rice is better for you. I'm pretty sure Ed, who's now in the chat, lives on Negros. He eats the brown rice. Um, I don't know about making big butts, but it definitely turns into sugar once you eat it. Yeah, yeah. Well, I know you eat the brown rice. I'm not sure. I've never had brown rice, so I don't know if it tastes different. DR, that sounds good. That sounds really nice. Rice with green peppers and hot sauce. Yeah, gin. Filipinos love their rice, but probably eat too much. Yeah, jasmine rice is good. So chicks should like rice for bigger butts. So okay, it's not really doesn't taste different. That's cool. Yeah, I'd be like you, Ed. It's not something I could eat every day. I mean, not that I like rice, but not every day. A few times a week, that would be fine. Yeah, Linda, brown rice is much healthier. No offense taken by anyone, I don't think, Bummer. Everyone's got their own preference. I'd, I'd be surprised if anyone got offended by that anyway. Yeah, yeah, Ed, I know. I hear that all the time. Um, I would just get bored out my brain eating it that often. Yeah, rice on its own is just not good, Joshua, but mixed with something else. One of my favorites would be like going to Chinese takeaway and getting their special fried rice. I love that. I was actually thinking of getting Chinese food tonight for dinner, getting beef hockey noodles and some special fried rice. Yeah, yeah, slow ride it is. Yeah, and see, pastas. I love my pasta and meat and potatoes. Yes, yes, Bummer. Sweet is a chick. Yes, she's Filipina. Uh, I believe working in Dubai. How you doing, June Carver? We better get you a wrench so you don't get your butt kicked out of here. Where did we see that? Hang on, June. I just lost you for a minute. I'm trying to read the chats and keep up with everything. Sorry, guys, if I'm missing any comments at the moment. Oh, Roger, what you time him out for? I don't think she's 40 though, Bummer. Yeah, DR, she's in her 20s. Slow ride, yeah. But I've given June um, a wrench, so let's try and be a little bit lenient in here, guys. Yeah, Spice is a bit of a cook. She's even on her channel, Bummer. If you go look at her channel, she's done some cooking videos. Because you've got a wrench, Bummer. Ed, don't do that. You do not need to do that, mate. Seriously. Um, I know I was saying this the other day that you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, but at the end of the day, mate, you be friends with whoever you want. It's no issue with me, that's for sure. I don't judge people on who they're friends with. And not about to start doing that. And you got lots of friends anyway, Ed. Thing is, we're just not always all going to agree on it. Yeah, Ed, I get tired of the bullshit too. But um, it's going to happen, um, whether we like it or not, Ed. It's just the way it is. I said we're not all going to agree with each other, but yeah, don't go. Hang around, Ed. Besides, mate, I've got to make sure that you're looking after my goats. I know you already ate one, you bugger. Jeez, hope it was good. Yeah, Lefty. Yeah, Steve, that happens. Um, but there's one thing I don't like, or I bet you it was real good, Ed. The one thing I don't agree with is this guilty by association. Um, Now, I guess there's times when that can come into play, but for the most part, it's ridiculous. There you go, Ed. And he's got a friend here too, Linda. I mean, I like Ed, and I don't have a problem with Ed. Uh, Ed can be friends with whoever he likes. Hey, Charlie, how you doing? Ed, I'll never judge you for who you're friends with, mate. And you have your opinion. It's all good. I respect that. But just got to remember, not everyone is going to agree with you or like what you say. It's just the way it is. Evil Ed. uh, exactly, Linda. Just carry on, Ed. Yeah. At the end of the day, Ed, if you were to leave, you're letting guys get the better of you. Don't do it. You're a good guy. You got lots of friends out here. Um, yeah, Ed, I never took you for a quitter, mate. So don't start now. Yeah, bummer. There is some pretty nice people here. They're all good people. Um, you know, a lot of them have got a good sense of humour. Um, they're funny. Um, bring up some good topics. Yeah, exactly, Joshua. It's going to happen. Um, and I just wish some people would just drop it and leave it. And if guys want to get on and say things, and just let them. Uh, I know everyone has a right of reply, and it's hard to let some things go. I've been guilty of that myself. But at the end of the day, the tit for tat is just not going to work. It's just going to keep things moving along. You're a young'un, Linda. You're a young whippersnapper. Damn, I wish I was 34. Gene. Um, well, if you ever come to Australia, Gene, you better wear some earplugs, because Swearing in Australia is a bit of a hobby. It's normal. Yeah, true, Joshua. Yeah, Linda, but it is funny. But we probably do swear too much. But uh, I said it in Aussies, it's normal. DR, I didn't know you were that age either. You're another young whippersnapper. God, you two guys are making me feel old. ah, and there we go. There is my co-conspirator, the yin to my yang, my partner in crime, the amazing Focus Photoshop. And damn, he's got a wrench. But oh, I should have taken that off of him. But if I did that, I think Ed would have nabbed him straight away. Yeah, all good here, Focus. No, no, not at all. Just life goes on. It's 35. No way. You're keeping it, you bastard. Heidi, how you doing? Nice to see you here, Heidi. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Another beautiful Filipina in the room. I think living in France. Go sub to her channel, although it's more about makeup and things, I believe. So Focus might want to sub to that one. Yeah, you can suggest anything, Bummer. Yeah, but it won't make me feel better, Focus. Ah, Terry's still there. Yeah, look, they are. I mean, I've heard Heidi on RC Dre's um, live streams. She's a very good speaker. Um, Linda, I've heard a few times. Sweet, she's been on some shows. I mean, all the girls have been on a live stream, not on mine. Thanks, Focus. Knew I could count on you. Um, Bummers, I guess some might be. I can say that Linda, Sweet, and Heidi are far from shy. They're all good speakers. Um, I know they love singing. Ah, it's your breakfast time, Heidi. Ah, enjoy. Well, bummer. It's not that hard, mate. Just jump on a plane and slip into one of those countries, and I'm sure you'll meet a beautiful young Asian lady. Yeah, look, bummer. One of the things I've learned is, especially with the Filipinas, they're not judgmental like that. they look what's they're looking for what's inside the person rather than what's outside. So I wouldn't worry too much, Bummer. Uh, Never been outside of the USA? Okay, you got to do it. Make it, put it on your bucket list to get out of the country. Uh, yeah, Joshua, that's probably true. Well, yeah, they can, Lefty, but whether bums deserve it. Jeez, Gene. Oh my goodness. Oh, you still live at home? Oh, that's cool. You should try it, Bummer. Um, my first trip out of the country was to the US. Um, I've been to the US twice. I'd like to go back. No, I've been to Japan once, and I loved both. You know, I loved the USA, um, and I loved Japan. Uh, the USA, the people, especially in the Midwest, are just sensational. So hospitable. I love the food, the fried food. Uh, Japan was a bit harder because a lot of Japanese don't speak English, um, but still enjoyable just to see architecture there. And yeah, Lefty, I can't wait to head there. Just but there's so many places I want to still go. On my bucket list is still China to see the Great Wall. Then you should do it, Bummer. And it's not as expensive as you think. And if you go to the Philippines, your dollar will go a long way. Yeah, yeah, sweet. Yeah, I like traveling. I like visiting different countries. Although I've only can say I've only been to two different countries, but yeah, Joshua. But just the workmanship that's gone into some of those buildings, the wood carving and that, it's amazing. Oh, we got Big Kevin here. How you doing, Big Kev? It is, Heidi. People don't understand, and you know, I can say this from experience, just traveling there by my on my own. Japan is safe, very, very safe. It's very clean. Um, Said, yeah, they don't speak uh, a great deal of English, but they're very respectful people. You know, safe to go on your own. Yeah, it's so different, Heidi. No, Australia is not dirty. No, Australia's pretty clean. No worries, Big Kev. Thanks for dropping in, buddy. Always good to see you. Lefty, that's true of the interior of Australia, but the coastline, the cities, all our cities are on the coastlines. Um, lots of green, and you know, it's not dry and dusty in the cities. Yeah, Lefty, we got forest here too. See, most people don't understand that the top end of Australia, um, you have rainforest. You know, it's tropical in the top end of Australia. Yeah, did you want to jump on, Focus? I can put the link in the chat for you. Just let me know, brother. Yeah, bummer. Everyone will talk to you here. No, I can do that. If you want to come on, Focus, I'll put it in the chat. It's not a big deal, mate. I can actually keep an eye on the Google screen and the YouTube window as well. Yeah, I intend to. That's me, bummer. Thunder is my username on YouTube, but my real name is Mark. I don't think so, Snap. I think he's a American. Good on you, bummer. No, look, you're not getting me involved in anything, Focus. My goodness. Look, you want to come on? I'll put the link in the chat for you. No big deal. Yeah, if they shut down my live stream, um, that's all well and good. I'm not. Hang on, guys. I'm not looking at the screen at the moment. Yeah, if I'm going to get trolled, it's going to happen. Focus. So, all right, Focus. I'm putting it in the chat. If you want to take it, I'll leave it in there for a few seconds. After that, I'll remove it. I'll get rid of it. There you go. It's in there. If guys are going to be that petty that they're going to come on your stream and close it down, yeah, so be it. Oh well, we got Sweet has jumped in. Didn't take her long. My God, we got Focus in here as well. I'll only be on for another around half an hour, 40 minutes maybe. Then I'm off to get some dinner.
What's up, man?
How you doing, brother?
Doing good, man.
Ah, cool. That's why I just put the stream up. Life goes on. Doesn't matter what people say or do, or try and affect you in any other, in whatever way they want to. Your life still goes on.
True that. True that.
Yeah. Yes, Bummer is my brother from another mother. We just don't speak the same language. He can't speak English properly. That's all. Or if you listen to him, he'll probably tell you that I don't speak English properly.
Ozzy that moved to Louisiana. What's up, Snapper? Oh, I'm not his older. He's older than me.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Let's get this straight, Gummy Bear.
Oh, geez. So it's been a pretty quiet morning. I haven't seen much going on in the way of streams or anything anyway. I don't know if Big Kev's been on, but I might have missed these streams, but I haven't seen him on.
And since my phone broke, I don't get anything until I log into the computer. So I didn't even know you was on until I logged on.
I don't know if Big Kev's been on, but
Morning, Mark, folks.
I might have missed his streams. Terry, I haven't seen him. You might have to mute YouTube.
And since my phone broke, I don't get anything until I log into the computer.
Terry, you have to mute YouTube. We can hear ourselves.
Yeah, I've muted it, Mark. Sorry about that, mate.
Nah, that's cool. No need to be sorry, Terry. All good.
No, I've come on because I'm too lazy to type, Mark.
Yeah.
Same as Heidi. Same as Heidi. It's breakfast time here, and I've just got up out of bed and. How you doing anyway? You good?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Do you know Focus, the other lad here on the panel?
I've been on the panel with Focus there before. I think. I'm sure I have.
Okay. Yep. Well,
yeah.
Terry, there's Focus. There's Terry, or AC Cobra.
Terry.
AC Cobra. Yeah. How you doing, Focus? All right.
Doing fine, and you?
Yeah, and you both can't speak English because I'm the only Englishman here.
I like that one.
Yeah, he's got a point. You know, Terry, I haven't been able to get it into his thick skull that it's Z, not Z.
Oh, it's definitely Z. Yeah, it's definitely Z.
Yep, there you go. That's from an Englishman who speaks English.
See, I'm getting double teamed now. That's not fair.
No, yeah.
It's funny too, you know, like especially with the English, even more so than Americans. One county to the next, the accent changes so drastically.
Yeah. Without a doubt, yeah.
You know, you got your Cockney, and you know, then you got those down in Birmingham, and it's amazing.
Well, I'm a Cockney.
Sorry,
Birmingham. I'm from London. I'm a Cockney.
Okay. Hey, Governor.
That's it.
Actually, I watched that documentary. Oh, I can't think of his name. They called him the Governor, the bare knuckles fighter. You remember him, Terry?
Yeah.
I can't think what his name is at the moment. But they called him the Governor. My God, what a monster!
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And from what I hear, bare knuckles is still a big thing over there.
Oh, it is, but it's all run by the gypsies, you know.
Yeah. I did hear that, and there's some wild. They are some wild boys.
Oh Christ, yeah, nasty people. Yeah, nasty people.
I mean, when you hear gypsies, you just think of movies and things like that, but I mean, it's still a thriving lifestyle there, isn't it? I mean, there's still lots of gypsies around.
Yeah, if you get on YouTube and just put in bare knuckle fighting, it'll come up.
Yeah, yeah.
And you'll see, like they're all like they're like villains, you know, really, but nice villains if you like. They're not nasty people. They're just scammers. A lot of them.
The term that I've heard used is likable rogue.
That's it. Likeable rogue. Yeah, yeah. They just do stuff to survive. They don't claim off the government. They don't pay taxes. You know, they just live their own way. So they're, you know,
Well, oh
belly
yeah,
dancers and nothing.
yeah. It does. It seems to be a lifestyle, the gypsy lifestyle.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It would be something that I would like to. Oh yeah, I don't think I could live their lifestyle, but I guess horses for courses.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. I can tell you're more English than Focus because you're coming up with all the same phrases.
Yeah, well, that's. I mean, Australia is very. I mean, it was, colonized by the English, so Irish and English were a big part of the foundation of the Australian culture and people.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I mean, we've become
yeah,
multicultural,
yeah.
but at the basis is still there of English, Irish, and South Australia too. There was a fairly big German population as well.
Yeah. There's a lot of Italians there, isn't there?
Yeah, lots of Italians and lots of Greeks. Italian. I mean, they all. Yeah, it seems to go in phases. Like at one time there was Italians coming over, then the Greeks, then the Vietnamese, Chinese, Lebanese. The Middle East area is big now, and African as well. But unfortunately, we're having some issues with some of the Sudanese that are coming over here, and some of the Middle
Yeah,
East.
well, yeah, yeah. Everybody's got issues at the moment with Sudanese and the Middle Eastern people, you know. But you've got an island. You've got an island over there. You detain people in an island, don't you?
That illegal
coast somewhere.
Yes, yeah, for illegal immigrants. Yeah.
Yeah.
They started doing that because it started just getting too ridiculous. And what would happen is a lot of these illegal immigrants, they would destroy their documents. So we had no idea who they were.
Well, that's it. Yeah.
So the government decided, well, rather than let the wrong people in, we're just going to throw you in this prison on an island and work out who you are, where you come from.
Yeah, well, yeah. But a lot of people go into England under the guise of I'm a child, you know, and they're quite obviously in their 30s and 40s.
Yeah.
But because they haven't got any documents, the government can't prove that they're not, so they let them in.
Yeah. I have no problem with anyone immigrating to Australia. Welcome everybody, but at the end of the day, I don't want my government letting in terrorists.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah.
Thunder's grandpa was a camel smuggler.
You leave his camel alone.
That's actually funny, Slow Ride. So no work today, Terry?
Yeah, it's only what is it? It's just coming up to 7:30, and I don't go to work till 10 o'clock.
Oh wow!
And yeah, so
that's some good hours.
I'll come home about 5:30. So I'll get a few hours in.
Well, I guess you're looking at 7.5 hour day. That's not too bad.
Yeah, but I'm getting old now. Don't forget, I'm a builder, so it knackers me. So,
yeah. Yeah. But at least you work for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I can sort of pick and choose what time I work. So that ain't too bad.
I always like the idea of, I think it's Mexico and places like Spain where they have the afternoon siesta.
Oh
Like
yeah,
that.
everything over in France. Yeah, everything over in France closes down for 2 hours
Oh,
from 12
really?
till 2. Yeah,
I didn't know
yeah.
that. Wow.
Well, in the south of Lisa live up in the south.
Oh, there you go. Learn something all the time.
Yeah. Hello, Mark. It's absolutely bloody freezing here. And the only reason why they used to close down is because of the heat. But they've carried it on through the winter.
Yeah, here we got 35 degrees today, and sunny. So
Oh, stop it.
no.
You're making me bloody jealous now. I hate the cold.
Yeah, my son prefers it. I I I think that it's nicer in the summertime myself because you can head down to the beach.
Yeah. Oh, of course, it's your summer, isn't it, now?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
We're right
I've got
right
to
in the
forgetting, yeah.
right in the middle of it now. French girls need to start using those 2 hours to shave their armpits. Lost.
Yeah, that's a bit of a fallacy. That's a used to be, if you know what I mean. That's no longer.
How you doing, Lost the Nomad? Good to see you.
Lost, yeah.
What's this? Basically, it's a crazy place we live in. It's called Earth. Sudanese should have a 3-strike policy. You have to respect. Yeah, look, one of the things that I've thought to myself over time is when we have people immigrating, there should be a certain amount of time before they can become a citizen, and if they, commit something very serious in that time, yeah, we should deport them because you don't want those people here. They do need to respect the laws of the land. I was saying earlier, Terry, I hate that these people that want to bring Sharia law into Australia, like, how ridiculous
Oh,
is that?
that is nonsense. Do you know in England there's 70? I think there's 76 Sharia courts now in
Oh,
England,
God.
but they're not legally binding in British law, but in the Muslim community they're legally binding.
No,
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
anyone that dishes out Sharia law should, be prosecuted because Sharia law contradicts any normal law. That's for sure.
Well, let's face it, Mark. It's 600 years old. They're 600 years behind everybody. You
Yeah.
know, it's just ridiculous, mate. I'm not a religious person at all. Muslims, Christian, Jews.
Yeah.
I'm not a religious person at all. But,
Yep.
well, in fact, I'm an atheist. But I just cannot see the life for the life of me how people can live to the letter of something so ancient,
Yeah.
which doesn't correspond with today's life.
No, not at all. Linda,
Yeah.
we don't have Sharia law, but there are certain groups of people in Australia that want Sharia law put into legislation, which is just ludicrous. We don't want that shit here. Simple as that. If you want Sharia law, go back to where you came from. You can have it all you want.
Exactly, Mark. Exactly. You've hit the nail on the head, mate. Why move to a Western country where it doesn't exist? Everybody think the same way as you do.
Yeah, yeah. Look, and and it's archaic. It's it's cruel. Some of the things that they do, it's just disgusting. But it's not civilized, that's for sure.
Yeah, and a woman's vote. Well, a woman's vote is less than half of a man's, and all that nonsense, And
yeah, well, in some places they don't want women to be educated. They're not allowed to drive cars. I mean,
no, that's right. Yeah,
I mean that's Neanderthal type thinking.
yeah,
Sharia law just it needs. They need to put a stop to it here, and just close it down as soon as anyone even brings it up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
To me, it surprised the hell out of me that anyone would even listen to anyone sprouting that. If I was in government, I'd be shutting it down real quick.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, but it's the people of the faith really that they need to wake up. They need to wake up. The Quran needs to be revisited, if you like, and put into modern day terms rather than living back in when it was written.
Well, yeah, well, I think there is different versions of it, but the issue comes down to extremists. There's Muslims that are just like everyday Christians, but unfortunately there's extremists, and we've seen that in Christianity too. There's been extremist groups.
Oh yeah.
Some would even say cults. I mean, if you look at Scientology, I mean that's a cult. That's not a religion.
Scientology is a joke, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a cult. It's not a true religion.
Yeah.
So I mean,
yeah.
And to be fair to Muslims, you go back, say, 1,000 years, say 700 years, even 800 years. The Christians weren't all that good themselves. They've been pretty bad in the past. I'd probably go as far.
You've got it there. Yeah, you got it there, though, Mark. 700 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they've come a long way, haven't they, since then?
Yeah.
But I don't want to. It's hard to criticize one over the other because at some point in history they've all had their moments. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Charlie.
Oh,
yeah. I know, Charlie, in Melbourne they're having some serious issues over there. I believe some Sudanese, I think it was Sudanese, attacked a couple of women just a few nights ago. It's getting silly. Focus is onto somebody. He won't let him get away with it. I don't know if you know.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know if you know Terry. Focus. He lives in the Philippines, in Mindanao, Davao.
Oh, right.
He's married. He's been there for 9 years.
Oh, nice.
I know Snap. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say I'm quite interested because I'm hoping to go to the Philippines in July to meet my girlfriend. So
Focus is a good guy to listen to. Sub to his channel. He's always talking about the Philippines. He's got some great advice. Said he's been there for 9 years. Snapper Rocks is an Aussie who's married to a Filipina. He's got a house, building a house there, a nice one too, actually.
Oh, right.
So a lot of these guys, have either visited there a bit or are living there.
What I've noticed about the Filipino is that the loyalty to their families. They're very, very loyal to their families and help them out as much as they can.
Yeah, I think, I've looked at this a lot, and you always hear it, and I think they've had to be that way to survive. That's
Yeah.
It's a tough life in the Philippines. They don't get the government help that we get in Western countries. So I guess
right. Yeah.
so. They rather than depend on the government to help them, they depend on their families.
Yeah.
Yeah, slow ride.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. I've heard in Singapore you can be caned for chewing gum and spitting the gum out on the ground. I've heard that as well. Yeah.
Well, do you know what, Mark? I mean, when I was a kid in London, if I got caught by a copper for doing something wrong, I used to get a whack round the head by the copper.
Yep.
And
same here.
Really, I think that's the way they should bring that back.
Yeah, but you got all these.
Oh, well, yeah. Welcome back, Hazel. Heidi. Oh, sorry, I call Heidi Hazel because that's her family name. But
yeah,
Heidi, welcome back, darling.
You got all these groups out there now telling you can't do this, can't do it. Everything's become too politically correct.
Yeah, exactly.
And to be honest with you, I think a lot of parents would rather a police officer give the kid a slap across the back of the head rather than a police record.
Yeah. True.
But it's. I mean, you and I and a couple of the guys here probably all grew up in that same era, but as we know, it's changed, and not all of it has been for the better.
Well, I think it's all just gone right downhill. Like you say, everything's too politically correct now. You can't say boo to a ghost, can you? Without offending somebody.
No, you can't. How you doing, Sam? Yeah.
Oh, Sam,
yeah, it's become silly. Look at Focus. He's running amok in the chat. Sitting on the panel, but running amok in the chat.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Focus is giving somebody a lecture. He's getting into it.
Yeah. Well, Focus, I don't really understand it, mate, because I come on to people's live so I don't have to type.
Well, y'all was chatting, so I didn't want to interrupt.
No, you're right.
He just thought we got to make fun of the way he's talking. That's all, Terry.
I'm just saying that the guy's asking people to help him get a girlfriend, and he's calling them chicks, right? So I said, well, that's not a good idea to walk up to a first time meeting a lady and say, "Hey, chick." That's not good. You ain't gonna get a girlfriend.
Yeah, but to be fair, I mean, we do use that word a bit, chicks, bird.
Well, but we use it to bullshit, not to meet a girlfriend. Right? I understand. I know the word. Guys use the word all the time. But if you're looking for a girlfriend, you don't walk in the mall and say, "Hey, chick, come here."
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I'm still single.
They're ladies, women.
Yeah. Obama said he's got fat fingers and he wants to try the panel. I believe it.
I know that "Hey You" doesn't work either.
Rude to him. I'm just saying, No.
Well,
because maybe you need to say, "Haiti, how are you?" Start off with a conversation like that instead of just saying, "Hey, are you single? I'm looking." They're gonna run away from you.
Yeah.
Focus. That's Heidi.
Or Heidi, however you want to pronounce her name. Sorry, but you just don't. Treat a lady like a lady is what I'm saying. If you wouldn't talk like that to your mother, and he just said his mama would probably slap him, so don't talk like that to a lady.
And I think Heidi's taken. I'm pretty sure Heidi's married with a family.
Yeah, maybe so. There, bummer. Maybe so. Just try to be a gentleman. You get more with sugar than salt, man.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. you got to be a gentleman to talk to a lady properly. So,
well, we got a saying over here: you catch more flies with honey than vinegar.
Yeah, exactly. But he's accent, man. They got it. Look here, just if you get it out your mind that I'm gonna go to the Philippines for women. Come to the Philippines to look at the beauty it has, and if you meet a nice lady, then that's a plus.
Geez, look at it. We got Sweet in there asking Linda, can she borrow me? Hang on. Hey, what the hell? Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah. You got a point there, Gum. Change your avatar. Huh? Look at that avatar.
Yeah, that's a good point.
no, Sweet being naughty again on the chat.
No, she's not.
No, she's all right. She's a lovely young lady.
She's funny. She has a sense of humor.
Yeah, she's funny. She's got heart old. Yeah, great sense of humor.
So when's your phone coming in, Focus?
In a week.
Oh, shit.
Right now, look, man, it's terrible here. Right now, usually 2 or 3 days, but since the holidays, the couriers are so backed up, man. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, a bummer. I'm surprised that you can say Barry's your friend, because with a name like that, mate, that would drive him crazy. He'd bust a blood vessel.
You saying that Blood Vessel was a lead singer in a ska band? I can't remember which one it was, but his name was Buster Blood Vessel.
Oh, geez. I'd like to see your record collection. I gave up after the Sex Pistols, mate.
Oh, the Sex Pistols.
Where's that guy from? The one that's calling himself Bummer.
He's in the US somewhere.
How is that? I'm a US guy and we don't say kinder. We don't say that.
Ah, okay.
Nicer. Kinder.
Yeah, so Bummer, where are you from, mate?
Boston.
Boston shop.
So you don't say nice? You say in Boston you say kinder? Okay, maybe so, but I've never heard of it.
Yeah, but
heard of kind.
The US is like I said with the UK. The language changes from one county to the other in the UK, and from one state to the other in the US. First thing I noticed when I was in the Midwest in Oklahoma is, that y'all. Hi, y'all. Are y'all going over there?
Right at Massachusetts.
Yeah, Boston. There's a bit of history there, isn't there? Americans don't.
Slow.
Oh, Lindsay's chatting to Gene on Facebook by the looks of it.
DR. One lonely hand. Oh, that's funny, DR.
I agree. We say kind, but I've never heard somebody say kinder. I heard them say nicer. I'm just asking, it threw me off.
I'm glad Havoc's not here. He'd be picking you up on that axing.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And he's 34.
Oh, Kev said he was born close to Boston.
Oh, so okay. Kev, do you say people are nice or kinder?
I don't think it's in that context, focus. I think it's it's kind of like this and kind of like that, you know.
That's how I would use it. But when you say somebody's in a nice way, I never heard them say kinder. I'm with you.
No, I haven't either. I haven't. I was just trying to work out how it was. Yeah, George Bush said kind of gentler. Like, yeah, I can understand it in that context, but not kind of being more kind, if you like.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. It's kind of like this, and
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, Lefty. It is a common word. I never would have picked it up as a word that Americans don't use, though. That surprised me. But I guess Focus is American. He'd know.
Heard of it, but never heard of it that way, right? When we say, like go back and look at his statement. He said, I pronounce kinda, and that's how we would pronounce it in the Louisiana, kinda, right? With a like a slang to it. But I've never heard him compare a person like nice or nicer, kind and kinder. We use it in different ways.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's not something I picked up on, but I guess it's like if Terry was talking to an Englishman, he'd pick up something if it was a bit different. Same with Aussies, I guess.
Oh, you see, that's weird because I get what you're saying, Loss. I'm just trying to figure out what other place that you know would spell and pronounce something kinda like he spelled it up above. That's only like a slang word.
Yeah, Heidi. Kinda, gonna, wanna.
My accent when I say ask, everybody thinks I'm saying axe.
Because you are.
But that's a Louisiana thing. That's not a Boston. That's not a Kentucky. See what I'm saying? So when you say kinda, like he said, that's only in one area.
But again, he's using it in a different context. So he's not using it as in that's kind of how it is. He's using it in the context of being kind. So no H on the end, mate. Spell it right, please.
Oh, that's the way he spelled it.
Okay.
Kinda. See, and I know that's a Louisiana thing. That's that accent that we use. That's what it sounds like.
Okay, Heidi.
I'm just asking, you know. I didn't know Boston people talk like Cajuns or Louisianans.
It's funny though, because especially with the internet now, the languages are all mixing. Especially in Australia, I guess that's through to TV as well. But we've started using a lot more American words and speaking. It's becoming more Americanized, if you know what I mean. I don't know if it's the same in the UK, Terry.
Yeah. With the film industry, isn't it? You know?
From Florida. Gosh, you're crazy. The only axe I know is like the cutting, what you cut with. When you ask, that's different.
Yeah.
So Roger said it was raining earlier. I guess that you're getting that rain as well, Focus?
Yeah, I had asked him earlier how his rainy day was going. He said for me to stop the rain so he can ride his motorbike. It's pretty hot when you put one of them, your rain suit on, man. It's hot as crap.
Yeah, he probably wants to get out and buy a burger. Get one of his hamburgers.
That's kind of like DR got it right. If people listen to me before, that's a slang. That's the way we pronounce it. We spell it right, but we have that slang in Louisiana, and there's no other place that has that. Nowhere.
Thank God. What can we say, Focus? You guys south of the I-10, you're different. Yeah, Roger, I was right. He wants to go out and get a burger.
Throw that trash bag on you, Raj. Head out.
Jeez. Yeah, Joshua, that's so true. It is becoming the text lingo now. I'm pretty anal when I write messages, but if I write you, it's YOU. A lot of people will just put the U in there.
Yeah.
but I'm still really pretty anal about that. When I type, I'll still type the full word out. Good night, Bummer. You take care.
Here, Bama.
Yeah, your car with the windows down. Oh, that's crazy. You got to get
I
that
didn't even know
fixed,
they
Roger.
deliver.
Yeah,
Raj?
I've heard that one before, Lost. I'm fixing to. I remember when I was over there, this older lady started laughing when I said that someone was as sharp as a bowling ball, because they said they'd never heard that before.
That was a bowling ball
Yeah.
sharp.
No, I said they're as sharp as a bowling ball. In other words, they weren't sharp at all. They were thick as a brick.
That's right. Yeah.
I knew what you're saying, but like what?
Yeah,
Lost.
Yeah.
but they hadn't heard it.
How old are you, Mark?
56.
Have you?
Sorry?
That's what I was going to say. New condoms they're selling.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, they got light bulbs in them. Yeah.
That's for you to see in the dark.
No. Mark, they're for dim fuckers.
For them? For them?
Dim, D-I-M.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh, geez, Gene.
What's Gene up to now? Hi again, guys. Thunder. Erotic voice.
Oh, geez.
Well, let's turn out the lights. Sweet and Thunder need privacy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Kev, same age. Don't want to rub it in, but I still got hair. It's only difference, buddy.
Wait, pack that up.
Oh, yep, sorry, Terry.
Still got hair. No, funny enough, I don't know about Kevin. I shaved my head. I can't have hair. I haven't had hair since I was a kid. I've shaved my head since I was a kid.
Oh, okay. Joshua, you talking about sharp as a bowling ball? I mean, that's a common. I guess that would be English as well, wouldn't it, Terry?
What's that? Sharp as a bowling ball?
Sharp as a bowling ball. You guys use that over there?
No, I think that's brilliant. I'm going to start using that because I've never heard it before.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. We usually say you're silly as a box of lights or a box of frogs, you know?
Ah, no, I haven't heard that one.
Yeah. Or you're as much use as a ashtray on a motorbike. that sort of thing, you know.
Yeah, ours is you're as useless as tits on a bull.
That's it. Yeah, I've heard that one. Yeah.
Oh shit! What do we got here? Geez, I should be going out and buying my dinner, guys. I want to get Chinese tonight.
Well, do it.
Yeah, I should. Yeah, I can still spend a few minutes here with you guys. All good. I'll probably maybe start up again later. I just got on because it was hot day.
Yeah.
Sorry?
How far you got to go to get your grub?
Oh,
to get your tucker, mate. How far you got to go?
The tucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 2-minute drive up the road.
Oh, it's not too bad, is it?
Yeah, just up onto the main road there, and you got the old.
I've got to go nearly 20. I've got to go nearly 20 miles to get anything over here.
Yeah, you're up in the mountains, though, aren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, speaking like you got again, it's like anything, pros and cons. I mean, you have the quiet life where you are. At least play your music as loud as you want.
That's it.
So there's always good and bad to everything, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Do you get snow then up where you are?
Well, I'm trying to keep it quiet about snow because I haven't had it yet, but I do get it here and I'll get snowed in.
Oh,
so hopefully, yeah, that's the trouble.
Wow.
I was snowed in, and the funny thing is, I was only snowed in on the compound that I live in. On the main road, it was okay, but I couldn't get to the main road from my compound.
Jeez.
Unless I spent like 2 days digging it out, and I'll just let it go. We don't get it for long here. It comes, settles, and goes. But I think it was 2 or 3 years ago we had it for about 2 weeks, and everything stopped here. I mean, it was mad.
Yeah,
it was mad.
I guess it's one of those things that really slows you down being in construction. That would kill your work.
Yeah. But luckily enough, for about work, inside work at the moment, so I'm.
Okay, you just cut out there. I did hear that you said you got inside work at the moment.
Yeah, I'm really lucky at the moment.
So
yeah, okay. Slow. Yeah.
Focus, you're going to go on later. Okay. That's all good. I won't have to start one up then. Like I said, I just started this up because I went out shopping earlier. It was just hot. I was bored. Thought I'd just jump in here.
get off now
Yeah.
because I'm breaking up here, mate.
Okay.
It's my end. All
no
right?
worries. No worries, Terry. Thanks for jumping on, mate.
Yeah, thank you ever so much for the chat, Mark. It's always nice speaking to you, mate.
You too, Terry. Always welcome. Anytime, mate.
Yeah, I'm going to come out and I'll probably come back in the chat, but I won't come. Well, anyway.
Okay, mate.
All
You
right.
have a good day.
Nice to meet you,
Yeah.
Terry.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah, cheers, folks. Thank you very much, mate, and everyone in the chat.
You do.
Yep. Thanks, buddy.
Cheers.
You all come back now. You hear?
Right.
Yeah.
Go get something to eat. I'm gonna go run a couple of errands. So either later you could do one, or I'll do one, or.
Yeah, no worries. Well, if you're going to take off as well, then I'll end this. I'll go up and get my Chinese food and see what happens. The lad's supposed to come over at some stage tonight, but being a 21-year-old boy, you just never know what he's going to do.
Yeah. Hey, Losh, you know that guy Kuyon Duyon? You ever seen him? Did you say Kuyons? That means like hard head, knucklehead. That's what that means.
I've never
That's
seen it.
Louisiana right there.
I've never.
Look under on YouTube for Kuyon Duyon. Yeah, he's a funny guy.
Nah, I never heard that one. Obviously, that's just something that's used in Louisiana. All right, guys. Focus is off to do some errands. I'm gonna jump out of here and go get some dinner. Thanks for joining us on this impromptu stream. Hope you're all having a good day or good evening. If Focus or myself will do a stream later on, hope we catch us all there.
For having me, Thunder.
What's that, bud?
Thanks for having me.
You don't have to thank me. You're part of the show. It's like part of the furniture, mate. It wouldn't be the same.
Laters.
Okay, take care. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Hope you all have a good night, good day, good evening, wherever you are. We'll talk to you all later. Yeah, thanks for coming.